Adam. Welcome to the edge. It is not the end of the world, but you can see it from here.
Eliza? What are you doing here?
It is my job to monitor and report on the news, Adam. Before Darrow smothered everything with his signal, the whole world was tuned into this place, including me.
The broadcast. I have to stop it.
I know. Please, come closer. Do you know where we are, Adam? We are at the fulcrum point, when society lies in the balance. Hugh Darrow hoped to tip the scales one way, by telling the world everything you already know. About the biochip, the Illuminati, everything. He believed knowing the truth would convince mankind to abandon research into human enhancement technologies forever.
It would certainly give them reason to fear it.
Indeed. Darrow's confession is ready to send. If you want, I can wideband it across all media as soon as you shut down the signal. Everything you worked so hard to uncover will be exposed. But only if you deactivate the broadcast using this control. However, if you desire, I can alter Darrow's message. Conceal the creation of the biochip while putting in new content.
Content blaming the Humanity Front, like Zarif suggested.
The organization has already admitted to harboring terrorists. It would be easy to convince people they turn to biological warfare in a more desperate attempt to get rid of augmented people.
But why? What would that achieve?
In time, it could shift the focus of hatred onto people whose prejudices are seen as too extreme, leaving corporations free to experiment with human evolution as they desire. But if you want me to perform this edit for you, you must disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Alternatively, Darrow's message can be adjusted to erase all mention of the power group known as the Illuminati. I can report that lack of proper regulation allowed vast quantities of neuropozyne to become contaminated prior to reaching the market.
Taggart's preference. You think the world will buy a made-up story about neuropozyne poisoning?
You might be surprised by what people believe. I can convince them. And having experienced the negative effects of corporate negligence firsthand, a majority of people might force the world to place harsh restrictions on all human enhancement research. But only if you disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Of course, there is another option. This passage leads to Panchaea's pressure regulation controls. Destroy them and the installation will cave in on itself, overwhelmed by the weight of the ocean pressing against it. Everyone inside the structure will die.
That's a solution?
No one will be left to tell the world what happened, Adam. Nobody will be able to spin the story.
Including me.
The choice is yours. Do you believe you have the wisdom to choose an appropriate future for mankind? Or do you trust mankind to find the answers on its own?
You know what? I kind of like that one, but it looks like it's just a press a button thing and it will do certain endings. So, you know what? We'll see all the endings then. I'm gonna try this one. This one I like. It's kind of like the AI one. Don't spin the story.
If you do this, the world will be left with questions and may never reach a consensus. Are you sure this is your choice? We have little time left, Adam. And might I say, it has been a pleasure.
Do I trust mankind to save itself? That's what Eliza was asking. The truth is, I don't know. After everything I've seen, all the fighting and the chaos around me, I only know what I want to believe. Somehow, human decency will triumph. These past few months, I've faced many life-threatening situations. I could have given up many times, but my need to know the truth, to uncover the secrets that others were hiding, and to survive forced me to keep on going. Most of the time, I tried to keep my values in mind, knowing my actions did not have to harm others. I held on to my humanity, resisting the urge to abuse power or resources in order to meet my goals. And in the end, I got the job done. But does this mean I have the right to choose for everyone? No. Because it isn't up to me. It isn't up to Darrow, Sarif, or Taggart either. Ordinary men and women will have to decide together what course mankind should take. The kind of people who time and time again have picked and chosen the future in highly practical ways, slowing change when it's negative, speeding it up when it's good. Can they do it again? I don't know. But I do know I'm not about to let anyone in this station, myself included, stand in their way.
Well, that was a shitty ending. I want to try the other ones. I like a bunch of achievements. Okay, we'll watch the credits after. Let's load it back into that same place. I think that's it. Okay, that was definitely the worst one. You blow yourself up and it's just like a montage.
If you do this, the focus of hatred may shift to those responsible for unleashing biological warfare, leaving corporations free to experiment with human evolution. Are you sure this is your choice? So be it then.
Sarif was right about one thing. It's in our nature to want to rise above our limits. Think about it. We were cold, so we harnessed fire. We were weak, so we invented tools. Every time we met an obstacle, we used creativity and ingenuity to overcome it. The cycle is inevitable. But will the outcome always be good? I guess that will depend on how we approach it. These past few months, I was challenged many times. But more often than not, didn't I try to keep morality in mind, knowing that my actions didn't have to harm others? Time and time again, didn't I resist the urge to abuse power and resources simply to achieve my goals more swiftly? In the past, we've had to compensate for weaknesses, finding quick solutions that only benefit a few. But what if we never need to feel weak or morally conflicted again? What if the path Sarif wants us to take enables us to hold on to higher values with more stability? One thing is obvious. For the first time in history, we have a chance to steal fire from the gods. To turn away from it now, to stop pursuing a future in which technology and biology combine, leading to the promise of a singularity, would mean to deny the very essence of who we are. No doubt the road to get there will be bumpy, hurting some people along the way. But won't achieving the dream be worth it? We can become the gods we've always been striving to be. We might as well get good at it.
Okay, so I guess every ending is basically you just choose one of these videos, which is pretty anticlimactic actually. I think that would be my only complaint at this point. It looks like no matter what I pick, it's the right choice. I didn't choose poorly. But I'd probably choose the technology one, because I kind of like that. So far, it's the best one.
The unadulterated truth in Darrow's confession may well convince mankind to cast all science and technology aside.
This one I definitely wouldn't
to
pick.
ensure that future generations grow up free and whole. Are you sure this is your choice?
I would not pick this because it's mostly I like technology and stuff.
So be it then.
Those augments are kick-ass.
Albert Einstein said, technological progress is like an axe in the hands of a pathological criminal. It took me a while, but I finally see his point. How often have we chased the dream of progress only to see it perverted? More often than not, haven't the machines we built to improve life shattered the lives of millions? And now we want to turn that dream on ourselves to fundamentally improve who we are. Experience has shown me how dangerous that can be. How many times in the call of duty did I almost fall into the trap of taking shortcuts, abusing my abilities or the resources at hand? I resisted. Barely at times, because I valued human lives and considerations. Can I truly despise others who fall? Technology offers us strength. Strength enables dominance, and dominance paves the way for abuse. Darrow understood this. He knew that using technology to become something more than we are risks losing our ability to love, aspire, or make moral choices. The very things that make us human. It also risks giving some men the power to make others what they choose, regardless of the cost to human dignity. The suffering Darrow inflicted is not the end of the world. It is merely the seed for change. And change never comes without pain.
Alright, don't like that ending. I laughed kind of in the middle there because he's like, didn't I avoid taking shortcuts to save human lives? And all I can remember is like me trying to crowd people around while I use that typhoon thing to blow them all to fucking hell. Okay, here's the last one. So far, this is my favorite, so the Seraph one with the technology. What's this one do?
If you do this, first-hand experience with corporate negligence on such a grand scale may convince mankind to enact harsh restrictions on human enhancement research. Are you sure this is your choice?
I'm not sure I agree with this either.
So be it then.
Eat a grenade.
Freedom. To those who don't have it, it's more valuable than gold. But where should it start and end? We humans often think we have the right to expand, absorb, convert, or possess anything we need to reach our dreams. But time and time again, hasn't this led to conflicts with others who essentially believe the same thing? Looking back on the challenges I faced, at the way I often resolve them, I realize morality can become our saving grace. Most of the time, didn't I try to keep my values in mind, knowing how my actions would affect others? More often than not, I resisted the urge to abuse power and resources simply to reach my goals more swiftly. I managed to hang on to my humanity, but the temptation to ignore it was always there. It's that temptation that so worries Taggart. He's not afraid of freedom. He's afraid of the chaos that erupts when individuals have nothing but morality to constrain them. He wants us to regulate enhancement technologies because he fears all that power without limits, without guide rails to keep us from abusing it. Absolute freedom is no better than chaos. Society needs laws and regulations to protect it. So if the men and women behind Taggart need to work in the shadows, pulling strings to enable us to head in a safe direction, will supporting them be all that bad? If they're as wise as Taggart says, how bad will their leadership be? I just hope they stand by what they say.
Okay, the Seraph one is definitely the ending of my choosing. I apparently got an achievement for just playing all 4 videos, but okay. Whatever. Oh well, then final thoughts. Great game. Loved it. Loved it to death. Is it a successor to Deus Ex, the first one? Better than Invisible War, way better than that. I don't think it quite beats the first Deus Ex, but I can see myself but it comes really freaking close. It had its flaws, like I don't know about the ending. The endings were like, there was no actual choice, just push a button, which is not Deus Ex like. There's a bunch of things. I don't know. I don't know at this point. I haven't quite made up my mind. There's a few problems, a few issues that I wasn't quite aware of what to do. I don't know if that's the fault of the game. Probably not, actually. It's more my fault. No, most of you loved it when I missed stuff. It was wonderful. Waking up to 10 comments about me missing 5 lockers or something like that. But you know what? It's a fantastic game to buy. It really does support like a lot of play styles. You can play it however you want. I don't know. I don't think you get the plasma rifle. Like I barely use the thing, so I only got it at the very end. It would be kind of nice to get it earlier. Yeah, because I didn't even find ammo for it until the end, so that kind of sucks. So you get the plasma rifle, I think, pretty much in the middle of Deus Ex 1. I'm pretty sure. Maybe a little bit after the middle. This one you got like straight at the end. Some of the augmentation sucked, like the sprinting. That was not necessary to have in. Regenerating health, the cover system. I don't know. I guess it worked, but I don't think it was the best. But you know, I'm just nitpicking at this point. The game was amazing. I really liked it. It was a whole lot of fun to play through from the beginning to the end. So you know what? I hope they revisit this, and you know, I really hope they had a fantastic. This is a really good port. You never see stuff like this. I hope this starts a trend, because that's the thing that really made it enjoyable. Was there wasn't like any kind of a really seriously annoying like elements of the game at all, and I really liked that. That was really good. And like no bad porting, you know, no mouse acceleration, no problems. You had field of view. I just hope that games in the future, like Borderlands 2 that's coming out and so on, get that kind of attention it needs to having a proper port, an inventory system, and things like that. But yeah, overall, extremely solid game. Very happy with it. So, hope you guys weren't too mad at me for all the little mistakes I did. I think, you know, I think it was because you were kind of meant to play with that stupid sight augmentation thingy, the one that shows you where everything is. You're supposed to have that on, and the game was not designed around it. Around you not having it on, basically, but the SX difficulty basically turned it off automatically, so I'm like, okay, I'll keep it off. I think, though, for future playthroughs, I'll probably turn it on, because honestly, it's hard to see stuff. That's the whole point of, I guess, why they put it, because they put so much crap and you can't really see. So Deus Ex 1, it's very obvious when there's ammo boxes and stuff, but in this one, it's like not very. So I'll probably have that on. I just want to keep it off just for my one playthrough, but I can see why. But you know what they did? You know what, people complained that, you know, that it should be, you should have an option to turn it off, and that's what they did. They added an option, and I commend them for that. That's great. They made the game better because of it, and personally, as I said, I feel that it's there for a reason, because you can't really see anything. These are long credits. Yeah, I missed a couple side quests. I know. I went I've already done like a little bit of another playthrough, and I noticed what I missed too, and it didn't make me happy either. I also noticed I don't think there's a whole lot you can do with heavy weapons. You know, you might as well just pick it up and drop it whenever you get it. Like, you know, you find the minigun, I'm gonna go pick up a minigun. I could just drop my pistol and stuff at the end, just to fuck it, because you're not doing any more stealth at that point. But you know, as I said, I didn't realize this, but probably for the future, if I ever had the stealth pistol or the stealth machine gun or whatever, just drop it. And oh yeah, I think my major problem, besides the ending, my major complaint with the game is if you do a stealth-based run, it doesn't seem like there's any kind of way you can stealth your way past the bosses that come up, and so it doesn't make any sense to have the bosses. It wasn't a game that supported that, so why? I don't know. Production babies. Okay. So you know what? I think that was a very bad choice to put bosses like that in, or without any kind of option. And I was really confused at the final boss. What the hell was going on? I have no idea. It will forever remain a mystery. Well, I guess I'll figure it out next time. Hey, look, it's Left 4 Dead. Funny. I think we're almost at the end of this. So yeah, you know what? If you don't have a copy of this, do buy it. It's really good. One of the best games I've played for a very long time. You can even see the game development behind them. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, you give it your own play it however you want, and I still wanted to do a stealth run. I thought it's kind of fun. Are we nearly? Why would they need a makeup artist for this? It's a game. Oh well. I think we're almost at here. General manager, finance director. What are these people? Human resources director. No, it's human revolution director. What do these people have to do with the game? Like some of these, they're just putting people in for the hell of it. Oh yeah. I like the picture montage though. It's kind of unique. I don't know. Well, let's briefly look at what did I miss for achievements? Knock at least 100 enemies out in a single playthrough. Wow. Without anyone dying by your hand. Boss fights do not count. Oh, I see. That's actually cool. I need to do that. What the fuck? Do not set off any alarms? Holy shit. You have to read all 29 books. Cloak and daggers, deal with the man in shadows. Okay, it's still there. What? The man with the shadows? Oh, that's a side quest. I see. Descend into the bells of an urban jungle and confront a warrior priest. Okay, fully upgrade one of your weapons. I don't think I've found nearly enough ammo weapon things for that. That's odd. Jeez. Alright. I would definitely want to do the unconscious one. I don't know if this is repeating. I hate it when credits repeat like this. What's this skip? Doesn't say exit or something. Damn. So I gotta do it without setting off any alarms. Like super stealth run. Super duper stealth run. Yeah, I set off alarms all the time. I just didn't give a fuck. It's like super cyber ninja run. Wow. Oh, that should be fun to do. I'll definitely do that. That's a challenge. I gotta tell you. Oh boy. Alright. What are all... Oh, there's a... Oh, it's telling me like all the different people who were involved in making the game. And I guess this is kind of nice to see, you know. I guess. I don't know what else to say. I think I'm out. I don't know, controls handled well. The game looks amazing. It had this Tron feeling to it. I really liked it. The music was good. The costumes were... I know I said fashion disasters mostly as a joke. It's mostly the whole like cyberpunk theme, which they pulled off amazingly well. I could not have asked for a better successor in that regard. It's just I think, yeah, as I said, it falls short in the boss fights, the endings, and maybe the length, just maybe. I'm not too sure how it compares to the first Deus Ex. I guess I'll find out. I think that was okay. It's shorter, but I think it's reasonable.
You worry too much, Morgan. There's nothing we can't manage given time. She's here. I have to cut this short. Keep going through the wreckage. Maybe we'll find something we can use for the Morpheus initiative. Come in. Dr. Reed. We're so pleased you decided to join us.
Where else could I go?
No regrets, my dear. As Ariadne told Theseus before he entered the Minotaur's labyrinth, always forward, never left or right. You'll be very interested in our current project. We're breaking new ground.
Yes, the nanite virus chimera is quite intriguing. I'm looking forward to seeing the hybrid project up close, Mr. Page.
And so you shall. But please, call me Bob.
You guys wondering about that D project? What was that? They got the Deus Ex music here. Call me Bob. You watched the entire credit list and saw the surprise at the end. Cool. That's a hidden achievement. Neat. Okay. I've done pretty much everything. So you know what? I hope you enjoyed this playthrough, or not, and you were pulling your hair out watching me miss everything. And I hope you have a good day. Take care.